Hey, good morning, USA. This is your host, Mr. Nick. Anyway, hope that is a little better. And let's see, be right back. Let's see how we can do this. Hey, we're back. We're back. Hang tight. Hang tight a minute. Well, there you go. Looks so good. Let's see, guys. Let's see. Hang tight. Give me just a minute here. And I'm hoping I can get that for you. So, that would be if I just go like that. Hope you guys can see me okay. Alright, we're back. Let's do this thing. Okay, good morning, D-Rob. Good morning, C. Beagle. Good morning, Carrie Love. Good morning, Everett Black. Good morning, Beverly Cook. And good morning, Jim and Andy over at Victor's Libertas. Hope you guys are doing fine. Doing this kind of a unique way. Doing it on my smartphone as opposed to another mobile device. Giving the computer some time to work some issues out, along with the larger mobile device where you can actually see my mouth moving. Anyway, so well, shall we pick a good one here? Well, I've got a special treat for you. This is welcome to a late afternoon edition of Good Morning USA. I know this is late. I'm gonna try to be back on regularly somewhere between the hours of 5 and 7. May not hit it exactly at 5 or exactly at 6 or exactly at 7. But I want to stay pretty close to that area, so we'll keep it morning. Grab your Java, stay a while if you will. So anyway, there's I'm going to do a short video clip here right off the bat for you. Travelers watching horror as burning plane lands in front of them. It's from the New York Post. It is courtesy of the New York Post. And of course, what do you know? Give it just a moment here. I guess it's got to warm up. You know, they can't do anything. Let's see if we can do this way.
%of millennials limit their mobile transactions because of security concerns. That's almost half. If half of your customers were scared to visit your store, you'd do something.
Anyway, that was kind of... So anyway, that one with the child there isn't, it's not a trick. Let me kill the video here. That second one wasn't a trick, but anyway, the first one was...
Page 6 doesn't just know gossip, they invented it. From the
But anyway, that was just a short video clip. Let's see if we can get you hooked up here. it is. Let's see if we can do a news article here and do some real news. Just wanted to share that little treat with you. I don't know how much of a treat it was, because the passengers were watching in horror. Well, let's go back here to sections. Let's actually get some real news. How about that? Okay. Trump to SG to ratchet up pressure on North Korea. The Chinese dictator. He's not a president, he is a dictator. So many times we've been so politically correct. We've called dictators presidents and presidents dictators. That's all wrong. There is a difference. President is elected. Dictator is not elected. And Xi was not elected. So, here we go. Here it begins. President Trump is expected. This article, by the way, let me go back here a minute. This is by Mark Moore. It's courtesy of New York Post and Mark Moore. And it's in the news section. Dated November 8, 2017, 11:06 a.m. So, President Trump is expected to ask Chinese dictator, it says president, but it should be dictator because that's what he is, Xi Jinping, to step up his efforts to pressure North Korea over its weapons programs by cutting off oil exports to the regime, shutting down its bank accounts, and throwing out North Korean workers. It will be a delicate balancing act as Trump squeezes China to fully enforce international sanctions and uses its substantial leverage against Pyongyang while also trying to convince Xi to correct trade imbalances with the U.S. Trump arrived in Beijing on Wednesday for a 2-day visit and was greeted by a lavish welcome ceremony complete with an honor guard, a marching band, and dozens of jumping children waving U.S. and Chinese flags. How about that? Even having an impact on the Chinese and the Chinese government. That's not bad. Later, Trump and First Lady Melania Trump shared tea with Xi and his wife Peng Liyuan. If I got that right, I probably killed it. Okay, let's see. So, Peng Liyuan received a personal tour from the Chinese leader of the Forbidden City. From the Chinese leader of the Forbidden City, and were entertained by opera students before sharing a dinner. The president said he was having a great time, and at one point exclaimed, "Wow!" But during a speech in South Korea on Tuesday before setting out for Beijing, Trump urged responsible nations around the world to end their support of President Kim Jong-un's menacing regime. Again, Kim Jong-un is not a president, he is a dictator and a murderer. That is not harassment. YouTube and Google, that is not harassment. We know he's done wrong against his people. That's just plain and simple. That's out there. And many people who may believe that statement from me was harassment or bullying. It's not. Those are the facts. It's been known for a long period of time. That's why so many presidents, U.S. and otherwise, are so against the North Korean regime. Call it a regime if you want. Don't call him a president, though. I won't. I will refer to him as dictator. I will refer to the Chinese president as dictator until I see them have actual elections. I will tell you exactly how the article is written, but I will refer to them as what they are. And anyway, Trump goes on to say, we call on every responsible nation, including China and Russia, to demand that the North Korean regime end its nuclear weapons and its missile program. Chinese and Russia to demand that the North Korean regime end its nuclear weapons and its missile program and live in peace. Trump said it in the address in Seoul, South Korea, and he urged the countries to fully enforce sanctions imposed by the United Nations Security Council and even put an end to all business and trade dealings, saying it is unacceptable that nations would help to to arm and finance the increasingly dangerous regime. This increasingly dangerous regime. Trump also gave a preview to his talks with Xi. I wanted to just say that President Xi, where we will be tomorrow, China has been very helpful. We'll find out how helpful soon, Trump said. 1 minute, please. Oh. Excuse me there. Okay, the president expected to use his relationship with Xi that started out as on a positive note when the Chinese leader visited Trump at his Florida resort in Mar-a-Lago in April. During Xi's stay, Trump filled him in about a U.S. airstrike and Syrian military installation over the most beautiful piece of chocolate cake. A senior administration official confirmed Trump will make a nuclear-armed North Korea a main focus of his talks with Xi. I think the president has been clear that that is at the top of the agenda, along with the severe imbalances of the U.S.-China economic relationship. The official told reporters on Air Force One as it flew to Beijing, so North Korea will be high on the agenda. The official said China, Pyongyang's main trading partner, has been exerting its influence but could do more. I think that if you look at the activity across the border, certainly there is still some trade taking place. The official said there is still some financial links that exist that should not under those resolutions. And of course, China is doing much more than it's ever done in the past, but it's not the time for complacency or for allowing people to slip through loopholes and for a lot of that residual activity to continue. The official continued, we know that some of that activity is continuing, and we're going to work closely with the Chinese to identify that activity and end it. Commerce Secretary Wilbur Ross, who is accompanying Trump on the 12-day swing through 5 Asian nations, said the president will address the U.S.'s $347 billion trade deficit with China when he meets with Xi. Addressing the imbalance in China trade has been in central focus collaboration discussions between President Trump and President Xi, and achieving fair and reciprocal discussions between President Trump and President Xi, achieving fair and reciprocal treatment for the companies is a shared objective, Ross said. After Beijing, Trump will head to Vietnam and then to the Philippines with post wires. So, anyway, give me 1 minute here, and let's see what else we can do. Maybe we can do another one. Maybe not. We're at 13 minutes. Oh, boy. Stand by. Okay, well, there you are. Boy, there's an advertisement in here for a true TRU dual brew coffee maker. Brew pots for large events or for intimate rendezvous with this dual coffee maker made to accommodate both. Dual brew designed for use to carry K-cup packs or ground coffee. And I guess instead of calling it crossover, now they call it dual brew. I guess some people may not like the word crossover. Anyway, I think that's a bunch of BS. It's like, what in this world, what is this world coming from? Was it Virginia? Electing a transgender person? Are you freaking kidding me? I guess as far as that stuff goes, I don't care if they get elected, but they need to do the job that they were set to do. that Virginia wants them to do. And I mean, I don't know, maybe Virginia's becoming a progressive state. Who knows? Electing a dang I don't know. All I can say is I hope this transgender person, I hope they turn out to be a conservative. That's all I can say for the good of the country. And let's see what this ad is here. Okay. Oh, actually, that's just a single one. It ain't nothing. So I see what they call it a dual brew. It's a single cupper. It'll brew a pot, but it's just like a cheap version of it. Alright, we'll give you one. Get my goofy thing. You have to excuse me. I think I'm coming down with a cold. Sure is windy outside the studio. Well, if this thing would just load, I would be all set. D. Rob, C. Beagle, Carrie Love, Edward Black, Beverly Cook, Jim and Angela over at Victor Silvergrass. Get your coffee. See, I drink coffee for everyone's protection. That's just me. I thought that was kind of neat. Anyway, let's see. So this is coming from the news section of the New York Post again today. By Mark Moore, November 8, 2017, 11:05 p.m. Or, excuse me, 1:05 p.m., not 11:05 p.m. Because it's only 11 a.m. A little after 11. So, Maine governor defiant after voters back Medicaid expansion. Maine Republican governor defiantly said on Wednesday that he will not expand the state's Medicaid system under Obamacare despite it being overwhelmingly approved by voters through a ballot measure. Honestly, I don't blame him. If he went in there on a promise not to expand Medicaid, if he went in there on a promise for less government, not more government, then he's fulfilling his promises, like it or not. Maine's Republican governor defiantly said on Wednesday that he will not expand the state's Medicaid system under Obamacare despite it being overwhelmingly approved by voters through a ballot measure. Governor Paul LePage, who has vetoed 5 measures to expand the health care program and campaigned against the initiative. There it is. He campaigned against the initiative. Said he wouldn't allow it to proceed until it is fully funded by the legislature. Credit agencies are predicting that this fiscally irresponsible Medicaid expansion will be ruinous to Maine's budget, LePage said in a statement released by his office. Therefore, my administration will not implement Medicaid expansion until it has been fully funded by the legislature at the levels DHHS has calculated, and I will not support increasing taxes on Maine's families, raiding the rainy day fund, or reducing services to our elderly disabled. Good thought. Good thought process there. Nearly 60% of Maine voters approved the measure in Tuesday's election. With the vote, Maine is expected to join 31 other states that have expanded the health care program that services low-income people. Guys, I gotta tell you, Medicaid isn't what it's all chalked up to be. I was on it for a while. They're better off working with Medicare and just say each state takes its Medicare and makes it what they need for their state. Forget about this offering Medicare, Medicaid, and this and that and the other. The government just cannot handle themselves when they get into business. They've proven it over time and time again. And folks, please educate yourself before you vote for things. Good God, please educate yourself. Educate yourself before you vote for things. With the vote, Maine is expected to join 31 other states that have expanded the health care program that services low-income people. But LePage said it will deal a devastating financial blow, and recalled what happened when it was expanded to the new under then Governor Angus King. It created a $700 million debt to hospitals, resulted in massive budget shortfalls every year, did not reduce emergency room use, did not reduce the number of uninsured Mainers, and took resources away from our most vulnerable residents, the elderly and the intellectually and physically disabled, LePage said. Very important key points. So, voters, people, conservatives, and liberals alike, I want you to keep that in mind. Educate yourselves before you vote for anything. These people are just trying to, some of these people are just trying to push bills out there because they think it's good. They're not using their head or even researching anything. That's why these people are out there. You know, they're making stark predictions. They're out there. They're trying to help you and me. You know, if a company who does this kind of research says, "Hey, wait a minute, it's not a good idea. Not yet. Not unless you can do this or this and this and this and or this." We need to start paying attention. Waking up. Wake up, America. Wake up. Hey, could we rename this Wake Up America? We'll see. You guys leave me a comment in the comment section. See what you think. Go with Good Morning USA or Wake Up America. Anyway, you determine. I want this to be your show. We're going to have lots of fun here once I can get moving, get going, get the funds I need. So about 70,000 Maine residents would be eligible for the program if state officials certify the election results. Let me see. Under the Obamacare, the federal government initially pays 100% of the cost of expansion, but that share is reduced to 90% by 2020. About 70,000 Maine residents would be eligible for the program if state officials certify the election results. The state legislature official Office of Fiscal and Program Review predicted expanding Medicaid would cost the state $55 million in fiscal year 2021, the first year of implementation, according to the Bangor Daily News. Okay, here's the impeachment of Hillary Clinton. You want to hear about that from the Huffington Post? So I guess we got a good one here. We're at 22 minutes. Well, look, this is from the Huff Post. The Huffington Post? Really? No, there's got to be something wrong here. Or if this is a fake news site. I don't know. We'll see. Maybe the Huffington Post is actually trying to do real news. Let's see. And it's come right from New York Post, which I don't know if it's a conservative outlet or a liberal outlet, but they seem to be doing a bit better job than the New York Times. The impeachment of Hillary Clinton. Republicans would never have reversed their views on Russia for Hillary Clinton. Okay. House Judiciary Chair Bob Goodlatte, Republican Virginia, announced today that the impeachment proceedings against President Hillary Clinton Okay. I believe that's a made-up story, so I'm not even going to do it, okay? We're done. We're done with that. Oh my gosh. That's just crazy. We don't have a President Hillary Clinton. Somebody's really screwing with us. Anyway, again, good morning, D-Rob, C. Beagle, Carrie Love, Edward Black, Jim and Angela over at Victor Slumbertoss, Beverly Cook. Grab your coffee. Don't worry, I won't hurt you guys. I love you. So at any rate, guys, I'd like you to give me a few suggestions here. Other than news, I'm kind of running out of some ideas here. So please give me some feedback in the suggestion in the comment section, and my subscribers, every one of you that subscribe to this channel, please note that if you have problems making comments and making them stick here on this channel, you can visit, and I'll leave the link to it. Good Morning USA 1, and it's at prowords.com. or at. I'll leave the link in the description. But anyway, it's on ProBoards. It's a forum. You have to register. Unfortunately, you have to register, but it makes it secure. And it makes it so only you and I can see what's going on. ProBoards has been like that now for a good 5, 6, 7 years. About 4 or 5 years ago, they changed to a system where you can't even get in. It says you must register or sign in. And that's the only message you get. You know, if you go to your, like, if you've created a forum through them, it's free. They do have paid forums, but I think they're a different set of forums. Same concept, but ProBoards is the easiest free one that I've seen, and the best free one that I've seen. And they do this by putting small ads, but you can also put your own ads on, which is kind of cool. Very cool feature. I mean, you can advertise other forums for people. Get some exposure that way. Speaking of which, I could use some help for both of my forums. Fantastic Faith and Fellowship Forum. www.nicker.proboards.com. Or you type in Fantastic Faith and Fellowship Forum with exclamation point at the end. And if you're doing it on Yahoo, it should come up and show you log in, and it'll show you the link, not Mr. Nick, excuse me. It'll show you https www.nicker.proboards.com. The other one, Good Morning USA 1, is, I think it's www.goodmorningusa1, all lowercase. Not at, I'm sorry, I'm using the email symbol, I apologize. That would be www.nicker.proboards.com. I apologize, no at, that's for email. So at any rate, I hope to be doing this again real soon, guys. You know, I love doing this. I'm just going through some real tough technical times right now, as well as some real tough spiritual times. So any of you out there that do so, please pray for me. Alright? And I look forward to doing this again. I look forward to getting back to an everyday schedule, or at least Monday through Wednesday, Monday through Thursday. You guys tell me which you would rather have. 3 days a week, 4 days a week, 5 days a week, half hour, 45 minutes, hour, 3 hours, 4 hours. Completely up to you. The longer I do it, the more I do it, though. I may end up having to ask for some funding, so I'm just going to put that out there. I may have to start asking for some donations. It just takes an exorbitant amount of my resources on my mobile devices and my computer. My mobile devices are already, I've got to wait, I'm getting a set of memory cards, one for the tablet, one for the smartphone, which will help me in regards to that. And then I've got to figure out what to do with the laptop, because the laptop not always real stable with this. But the lighting on it's not very good either, and my new smartphone is got a pretty awesome camera. Tablet does pretty good too, for being a little bit older, not much. One's got the Android Marshmallow 6.01 or 6.0.1, and the other's got the Nougat 7.0.1. Anyway, peace and love to you all, guys. Hey, that was the news, by the way. If you didn't know, now you know. All right. Really enjoy this. I want y'all to come back. I hope you haven't left me. I hope you haven't deserted me. This is Mr. Nick B., your host for Good Morning USA. And again, please leave me any suggestions. If you'd rather have it renamed to Wake Up America, just let me know in the comment section. And if you like the video, hit the like button, subscribe. Tell me all about it. Love and peace, guys. I'm out.